Hey there, Panthers. Mary Cristelli from PCC Wellness and Rec here. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to stay low to the ground and do a few minutes of light stretching and mobility work. You can do this at any point during your day. You can start your day with it, take a break in the middle, or even end your day with something like this. But just want to take a few minutes out of our day to do some light movement. So we're first going to start in a seated position. I'm just sitting with my legs crossed. I've got my hands resting on my knees. You can close your eyes if you'd like. You don't have to. And as we inhale, we're just going to raise our hands up overhead and exhale, slowly bringing them back down. We'll go ahead and inhale up and exhale, slowly lowering your hands. And one more time, inhaling up. And this time as we exhale, we're going to twist toward the right. So I'm resting my left hand on my right knee and my right hand back behind me. Being really gentle, taking care not to crank into your spine, but we're just doing a nice little spinal rotation, looking out over that right shoulder. And on our next inhale, we'll come back to center, bringing our hands up overhead. And on this exhale, we're going to twist over to the left, this time resting your right hand on your left knee. Again, being careful with your spine. And on our next breath in, coming back to center, bringing your hands up overhead and exhaling, lowering them down. Now what I'll have you do is take your feet, plant them, put them flat on the floor out in front of you, and you can lean back and just rest some of your weight on your hands. And we're going to slowly windshield wiper our knees from left to right. Just rolling through, opening up our hips a little bit. And we'll go one more time each way. Then come back to center and make your way to your hands and knees. So we're going to come into what I like to call 4 on the floor position. You want your hips stacked right above your knees and your shoulders right above your wrists. So I have my feet, the tops of my feet planted on the floor. I'm gazing down toward my mat. And as you inhale, you're going to drop your belly and lift your chin up toward the ceiling, feeling a stretch along the front of your body. Exhale, rounding out that spine, tucking your chin into your chest. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your chin. Exhale, tuck your chin into your chest, arch your back. We'll go ahead and go one more time. Inhaling, dropping that belly, lifting your chin. Exhaling, rounding out your spine, tucking your chin to your chest. Inhaling back into a neutral spinal position. Now I want to take you to take your right foot, kick it back and rest your right toes on the floor. And we're just going to rock back and forth a few times, feeling a nice stretch in our calves. And then inhaling, bringing that right foot up into the air and crossing it over across the left side of our body and resting it on the floor. And then you're going to gaze over your left shoulder and you'll feel a stretch along the right side of your body. On your next inhale, bring that foot back. Exhale, bringing your knee back to the floor. This time, kick your left foot out, and we'll do the same thing on the left side. Just rocking back and forth, feeling a little stretch in the calf of our left leg. Then go ahead and inhale, bring it up, and then cross that left foot behind over your right side. This time, gaze over your right shoulder, and you should feel this stretch in the left side of your body. We'll go ahead and come back to our neutral position. Now I want you to take your left hand and put it back behind your head. And we're going to drop our left elbow toward the floor and then inhale, opening up, twisting through the upper back. We'll go ahead and try it again, closing and then opening that left arm up toward the sky like a wing. And then one more time, rotating that chest open. Go ahead and switch. Plant your left hand on the floor. Bring your right hand behind your head this time. Again, dropping that right elbow toward the floor. And then inhaling, opening up your chest toward the right this time. Exhaling, coming back down. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. And one more time, open. And coming back down. Bringing everything back to the floor. Now we're just going to do some hip circles. So I'm going to take my left knee and I'm going to bring it up toward my arm, open it out, and rotate it backward. So we'll do 4. Going backward, one more. And then we're going to switch. Instead we're kicking back and rotating it forward. Just one more time, opening up our hips. Go ahead and switch. We're going to bring our right knee up, open it out, rotate it around. And then we'll go ahead and switch, come forward the opposite way. Good, good, good. Now we're going to close this out in child's pose. So I want you to take your 2 big toes and touch them together. Then bring your knees out wide as your mat. Go ahead and sit back as far onto your heels as you can. If you can't sit all the way back on your heels, no problem. And then walk your hands out and slowly let your head rest, your forehead rest on the mat. You're just going to hang out in this pose for, as long as feels good to your body, but you want to stay here for a few deep breaths. So we'll go ahead and rest here. Feeling that stretch in your upper back. And then slowly making our way out of that back to a seated posture if you'd like. You can sit in that child's pose for as long as you have time for. If you want, you can flip over and lie down on your back and just take some few deep breaths there. Lay there for 5 minutes or 10 minutes and just let what you've done settle in. Otherwise, if you have to get to your day, then this will be the end for you. Thank you so much for taking the time to do this. I hope that you are having gratitude towards yourself for taking the time for yourself to do this. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, whatever that is you have left to do. Thank you again for joining me. I will see you soon.